Hello everyone, hello. I decided to upload a video because I did a tarot reading. I was just hanging out at the house, not doing much, and I decided I'm fascinated by Jeffrey Epstein. I'm just absolutely riveted to this crazy and to trying to understand this crazy. And I'm particularly trying to find out why he's being arrested now when up to this point he's been allowed to do so many awful, terrible things. What changed? Why is he being arrested now, and why was he allowed to do so many horrible things for decades without any consequences? According to Acosta, he worked for the intelligence agencies. That's interesting to me. It's just so bizarre. So I went ahead and I shuffled and I looked at the cards, and I really liked what I was getting. So I put the cards back together. So you're not going to be able to see me shuffle today. And I'm just going to show you what I found. I'm just going to go through his reading so that people can see it. So the base cards I wanted to just know what is Epstein's future, if I could get any hits, if I could get any hits on whether or not anybody was actively involved. Yes, we do need your help. Thank you. Nine of Wands came in, which is to feel defensive or crowded or cornered. People feel jailed with the Nine of Wands. It's also a feeling that you have fought and you have fought and you have fought and you're exhausted and you can't fight anymore, but you're not ready to give up. And yes. So, I know it's very exciting to be with me. Yes, I know, but you need to be over there. And then what's coming in also for him is Tower. So that tells me that there's more coming. There's going to be more problems. Specifically, I think that they're going to raid the island. I think that the island's going to get hit. And I think that they're probably going to raid other homes, and he will be charged in multiple states. So he's probably going to we're going to see raids in Florida. We're going to see raids of his island, the raids that took place in New York, and if there are additional homes, New Jersey, etc. And the fact that he's already cornered, there's a battle raging, there's a new war that's happening. This is somebody who's had skirmishes, multiple skirmishes, might have gotten away with it, is hiding out, hasn't totally surrendered, and is preparing for another skirmish. It's a huge skirmish. You can see the Tower moving in. So something's going to hit, and it's going to be related to Epstein, and it's going to be 2 or 3 more things. Boom, boom, boom. And this is happening right now. And where he is at right now, I chose the King of Swords as his significator, and what crosses him is the 8 of Wands. So if we can take a look here, we can see that something is about to take place, and it looks like it's in August. In August, an 8 of Wands, a growth card, the 8th month. Hello, Mila. What is above? An offer. Messages of peace, healing, but also an offer or communication. If it's communication and it's associated with water, it often has a peaceful or a healing aspect to it. So expect some type of negotiation or offer. It feels to me, when I go into his energy, like he's extremely upset that he's not being treated the way he thinks he's supposed to be treated. He's not being treated the way he was treated in the past. They're not treating him the way they told him that he was going to be treated. There's a little bit of that going back and forth. And it's interesting to try and find out just what his intelligence role was. He certainly worked with people who were associated with the government, of many governments throughout the world. But we can see here 2 of Pentacles juggling a couple of things. But this looks to me, and what I would intuit from this kind of dynamic, this kind of card chart is that this is somebody who's going to start naming really powerful names. And specifically, I'm going to go ahead and say 2 extremely powerful names. What the feds want is they want names. Who were your co-conspirators? I don't know why this is happening now. It seems to have something to do with some kind of international activity or something that happened between him and some foreign government, and it caused the feds to haul him in on lesser charges. That's how I would interpret it. His wish card, there's this feeling that he has power. He has some type of power a power play that he can offer. 9 of Cups. In the way, he also thinks he has unlimited financial resources or quite a few financial resources, but that is actually the thing that's going to change. I think that's the tower that's moving in. It's this feeling that he's not going to have access to his money in a very short amount of time. His hope and his fear, the money, access to the money. And then the final outcome, the 2 of Swords. So a stubbornness, a refusal to talk, maybe clamming up, his lawyers telling him to say nothing, offer nothing. This is going to be a non-cooperative person, if a defendant, if the prosecution has nothing to offer him. Do they need to talk to him? Because according to him, he can give more names. He can give more names, but that's not why the feds brought him in. The feds brought him in because of something that he did that had an international feel to it. He was negotiating or engaged in illegal activity with a foreign government that led eventually to his arrest and the feds deciding to charge him for this. But something happened. Something happened, and it involved something he did internationally with another country. And I don't think that Donald Trump is directly involved. I don't think that Donald Trump somehow ordered this person to be arrested. I do think that Donald Trump was questioned and that he was aware that they were going to possibly arrest him. I think he got some kind of a heads up that several arrests were going on, but they're not presenting it to President Trump as if it has anything to do with him, other than the fact this is somebody that you used to know who's going to be arrested. So expect 2 or 3 big names to come out. And the real story has something to do with, God, I'm wondering if he has something to do with Khashoggi's murder or something like that. I honestly don't know, but something happened and Epstein was involved with it, and it appears to have been some kind of action that involved a foreign country and certain people abroad. And I really think he had a talking to with Interpol and with the British. He was flying in and out of these countries. He was working in intelligence. Intelligence knew him. It's going to be very interesting to find out the real reason he was brought in. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you're still trying to get in for an appointment, absolutely, I would love to give you a phone reading. Appointments are made by going to the link below. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.